You was the only one arguing because you made a career out of arguing Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B. And he still did that in the okay, so it says I'm number one, y'all go argue over top four. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't see a Billboard really using the okay. Nicki Minaj boastfully Nicki Minaj boastfully flexed on Pink Friday 2. Who else did you expect to see at number one on this list? And yet, that's the whole reason, like, so 15 years after she left Earth with her godly verse on Kanye West's Monster and delivered her seminal Pink Friday debut album, the First Lady of Young Money is still running laps around the competition. Minaj quickly usurped? What kind of fucking word is that? Yo, I clearly need to read the fucking dictionary, bro. Anyway, usurped? You mean did a U-turn? That's the only shit that kind of makes sense to me. Usurped, yeah, the throne, and stylistically rewrote the playbook for female rappers while becoming an architect of pop music in the process. Whether she's tapping into her storied rap personalities, Harajuku Barbie, Roman Zelensky, or Chun-Li, or just spitting as Onika, the story of rap can't be told without Minaj, and she's got plenty of sons around the industry running through the doors she busted down. Okay, who wrote this one? The Queen's icon became the first female rapper to eclipse triple-digit Billboard Hot 100 hits in 2018 with 149 entries to her name as of publishing, and her connection to the Barbs remains stronger than ever. As the Pink Friday 2 World Tour came the highest grossing tour for a female rapper in history. One thing's for sure, the road to the crown on a list like this still runs through Gag City. I think I like that line right there, the last sentence. Still runs through Gag City. That's a fact. Still gotta check in. But yeah. All right, cool. Thanks, Billboard. So yeah, so here's my thing, right? Why I don't give a fuck about this list at all. Because number one, they told us what we already knew, like we knew that or whatever.
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I fucking lie?
I still think that, like, we can even go through this list more and talk about what, the other people that I didn't talk about today or whatever. Am I going to do that? No. But, I think that there's a lot of things to think about and discover here. However, yeah, like, I didn't really care too much because, like, of course we do. She was number one. So the fan base makes a big deal about shit. And I don't like, I don't even, y'all know I don't really even be on the timeline like that anymore. So it's just like I didn't see the majority of it and whatever, and I'm glad because I don't really like, I don't want the negative energy, So it's just like now I did see that the Barbs have started to troll and call these women by their numbers instead of typing their names out or any what's it called, like nicknames for them or whatever, and I think that that's cool, like that's creative or whatever, because we've been needed that. This article was necessary. It took away from the Barb drama, thank God. You kind of right, I guess. What really annoyed me though was just after the same day that this article had came out, this is what Armon had tweeted. And he said the debate is over. The comparisons can stop. Billboard crowned Nicki Minaj the greatest female rapper of all time. There's nothing left to argue. All right. So shout out everybody here right now. Please make sure y'all like the video. If y'all watching with me on YouTube, I appreciate y'all. Feel free to let me know how you guys feel in the comments. And so I was annoyed seeing this tweet because it's just like, Armon be doing what he doing, like engagement, rage baiting and shit like that. And it's just like talking about the debate is over. Who was ever debating that Nicki Minaj was number one of all time? The comparisons can stop. Billboard crowned Nicki Minaj the greatest female rapper of all time. There's nothing left to argue. Bitch, who was arguing? Okay? You was the only one arguing because you made a career out of arguing Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B. And he still did that in the video that he made on this and stuff like that or whatever. So I really do hope, Armon, that Billboard crowning Nicki was number one for you. And I hope that regardless of what Cardi does, because you know how like when an artist is moving and they putting out music, and let's say Cardi's album does amazing, her songs and her singles are doing amazing on both the album charts and single charts, like people will come and say, oh well, was Cardi shaking up the table, like she, like he'll be the idiot to come out and say, well, is Cardi B the new queen of rap because he did this shit years ago. And so I hope that whenever Cardi comes out to do what she does, well, and is successful, we'll say that and we'll congratulate her. But don't let that skew your brain so much that you're gonna come out and say, some foolishness like you were saying years ago, because there should have never been a debate as to who was the queen of rap. All right. He's the one who kept comparing Nicki and Cardi. Yeah. Armon has been under Cardi Coochie for years now just because she invited him to a birthday party. I'm crying. At the end of the day, like, I, I'm a loyal fan, so I could never be moved. I could never get on a train like, oh, is Cardi B coming to take Nicki's spot? But for people who, let's say you're not really a fan of Nicki like that, or you're not a fan of her and you don't like her. So if there was someone like a Cardi coming up, you would probably think like, yeah, you know what? And here's the thing: they tried to brainwash people. Atlantic tried to brainwash people with the media, with the blogs, to get you to think, with the blogs, with the media, and with chart manipulation, to make you think like, oh wait, Cardi got 5 number 1s. Maybe she's the new queen and Nicki ain't. So it's like sometimes, like, not sometimes, I'll say for like general fans, I will be like, okay, I could see why you may have thought that, but like for industry people, and honestly, I'm really seeing these days how like the industry is really just dick riders. That's really what it is. It's really whatever is hot at the time, and it doesn't even have to be like, oh, you're getting paid to promote. Yeah, the media probably definitely getting paid, and that's what I want to talk about after this. I want to talk about everything that TDE got going on with chart manipulation and stuff. But I do feel like one day I'll tell you guys a lot of stuff. But just in the shit that I be seeing, like for example, nah, like I don't know. Like it's just like right now, it's just cool to give respect to Dochi. Like, and she deserves respect because she is a great artist. But like that's what the industry does. They're just dick riding because whatever's being promoted is going to, do better, which is gonna have a better number for their bottom line. So it kind of makes sense or whatever. I don't know, child. Dick riders and connections, facts. So yeah, that was my issue with this. I'm just like, why is everybody like so excited or in a tizzy about this Billboard list, child? Like, who gives a fuck? So I just forced myself to talk about that for y'all. And that's what we have on that. Wait, did we read Cardi's? Yeah, we did. Sorry, I see how forgettable she is anyway.
Don't ever get it twisted, bitch.